Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm finally posting a trip that we took a couple of months ago. We went to Doha, Qatar.
It's beautiful, right? So many camels.
We were so excited to come to Doha and we had so many things planned, but unfortunately things got a bit sidetracked. But we still managed to see quite a lot and we'll share what we saw in this video. Even so, the adventure started with the best way possible, the gava in hand. Hi everyone, we are in Qatar. Oh, thank you so much.
Thanks so much. Shukran. Dates. We're on a date. We're on dates.
So we are in Qatar, we just arrived to Doha and we just landed to our hotel. We came with taxi from the airport, but there is also metro. And now
What surprised me was actually taxi prices, taxi fares was reasonable.
Reasonable. So I think we paid around 13 euros for one way. Metro is
Good.
around 2 euros. They said that we took taxi.
Yeah.
So now we are gonna enjoy Doha.
Enjoy Doha. And the coffee, there is something different
the
about
coffee is different from the Bahraini one because it's a bit orange. It has saffron in
Saffron.
it. We arrived to Doha early morning, so that meant that we had 3 full days to spend in Qatar. Our flight was from Bahrain. It was only 40 minutes flight. Actually, initially we planned to drive from Bahrain to Qatar via Saudi Arabia, but unfortunately because we don't have a car of our own, we are not able to take rental car to, actually outside of Bahrain, and I think this is the case as well for any Gulf country. You're not allowed to take a rental car out and travel the region. By car it would have been only 4 hours and a half, I think, 4 hours drive.
Hey, hi everyone. Where are we now?
We are in Doha, in Qatar.
In Qatar, of course. We are in the Souq area, Bazaar.
And we are next to the stamp statue.
Stamp statue. What does it mean? Why do they have a huge stamp in the city center like this?
You tell the story.
I will tell the story. Okay.
Okay, I will tell the story. So this is public artwork by a renowned French artist called César Baldaccini. This town was actually created by the artist for an exhibition, but at the moment it's used as a meeting point and it's like a blend between modernity and tradition in Souq Waqif. By the way, since we arrived on Friday morning, it's important to note that on Friday morning, approximately until 2 p.m., everything around Souq Waqif is closed because people generally go to a prayer at this time. So you can see the streets are empty and the restaurants are closed as well as shops. On our first day in Doha, we decided to take a free walking tour around Souq Waqif. It was actually a very good idea because that free walking tour lasted 1 hour and a half and the local guide took us through the most interesting parts around Souq Waqif. So if you do have limited time in Doha and if you want to see all the highlights, I highly recommend you to take this tour. We were given a lot of interesting facts about life at Doha and Qatar in general, and of course we saw interesting things like a horse stable, camel farm and falcon hospital. Around Souq Waqif. So there is a camel farm here and the camels are coming back from the show.
It's beautiful, right? So many camels. Crazy.
Can you see there is a rope around a camel's legs? So in historical times, men would take this rope and put it around their heads when they were going with the camel. And now it's part of the Arabic attire for men. You can see our tour guide is wearing one, but of course it's made of a different material.
47 horses, and these horses similar to camels are also displaying a Qatari culture and heritage. The same reason as the camel, they do a ceremonial activities, and every day in the morning and afternoon you will see 2 or 3 groups.
Falcons are deeply symbolic in Qatari culture and heritage, and particularly in falconry. That's actually the traditional art of training and hunting with falcons. It's a very ancient practice going back to thousands of years, and in places like Qatar and the Arabian Peninsula, it's not just a sport, but a deep part of the cultural identity. So why is this so important in Qatar? Well, in the desert, food was once scarce, so falconry helped people to survive. Over time, it became more of a noble tradition. In Qatar, falcons are hugely valued. Some cost hundreds of $1,000s. There are even falcon hospitals, falcon beauty contests, and special passports for falcons traveling abroad.
The red hill is non-existent. This one is Spanish Gyr falcon, obviously from Spain, and then this falcon is used for a beauty contest. And there is one falcon. There is one falcon similar to this one, and they have in other shops that has won a beauty contest. This is 41,000 US dollars. Its name is Rambo. It has a passport also. It can fly. Now then it becomes Dama, a queen, and then it has a superpower that it could fly multiple squares, or could also come backward as well.
I just wanted to clarify that we first visited Museum of Islamic Art, which I will show you now, but Souq Waqif we visited in the afternoon for the free walking tour at 4 p.m. Now I will show you our way to Museum of Islamic Art, which is a must visit in Doha. It was amazing. The exhibition was really great. You can see a lot of treasures from different countries. And here I just wanted to show you a bit of Doha streets. So we walked from Souq Waqif to Museum of Islamic Art. What really struck me most is that there are so many walking paths, there are bike roads, everything is extremely clean, super nice. You can see it here, like everything is amazing for pedestrians as well, which is very unusual for Arabic countries that I've been to, and I've been to quite a lot already. For example, compared to Bahrain, you're not able to go from one area to the next walking. There are no pedestrian paths or barely any. So compared to Bahrain, Doha is really paradise for pedestrians. See the rest of the Doha from here. Really beautiful view from the Museum of Islamic Art. We're going there right now. I'm not going to spend too much time on showing you what you can see in the museum. If you happen to visit Doha, you can see it for yourself, but I will just show you a couple of things so you can get a glimpse of what you can see in this museum. Another thing I would recommend is going to the National Museum of Qatar. It's in the shape of desert rose, but unfortunately we didn't have a chance to visit that because I got sick in Doha. So we had to skip this one, but definitely for next time. However, here you can see in the Museum of Islamic Art there is this great open air space with an amazing view to Doha. It was really breathtaking. Of course, it's an amazing picture spot as well.
Like you.
This museum has also a very nice cafe overlooking this view. This museum houses approximately 100,000 artifacts spanning from the 8th to the 19th century and covering regions from Spain to India. Again, don't forget to check opening times when you're visiting any tourist attractions in Qatar, because, for example, we came on Friday, and on Friday museums open at 1:30, also because of prayer time on Friday, similar to Souq Waqif. Also, don't forget to wear something in the museum, although it's a hot country, Qatar, but inside it's very cold because of aircon, so it will be very helpful to have something with long sleeve. You should expect to spend approximately 2 hours in this museum, plus a nice coffee since it has a very nice cafe overlooking Doha. Today is our second day in Doha and we are going somewhere colorful, coastal and completely charming. Hey everyone, we are in Qatar's and Doha's MENA district. It really looks like candy town, candy city. Everything is super colorful. Also new and authentic, really nice, really nice. It does look very colorful. It's like a blend of Santorini in Greece and Souq Waqif that we saw yesterday, only very colorful and Instagrammable. other things. Given, what's your impression about it?
Amazing, really. I didn't expect Qatar to be this much touristic, I would say, and also like you can go to different districts, even you can walk there, which we can't find in Bahrain. I love Bahrain, but this needs to improve. It is very well established actually. They also have metro, right? 3 lines, which is really good. The district is very nice, very colorful. Like it reminds me, like Italy has similar like colorful towns, right? But I think maybe they took that as a model and made a very nice job here.
This district used to be a busy fishing port, and now it's a trendy waterfront destination buzzing with boutique shops, coffee spots, restaurants that smell way too good to walk past. And check this out, Mina means port in Arabic, and the marina vibes are very strong here. Just want to add a quick style note here. That was the question I asked myself and the question my friends later asked. If you're a woman traveling to Doha like me, you don't need to cover your hair unless you're visiting a mosque. But modesty is key here. I would recommend skirts or pants that cover your knees and some tops that cover your shoulders. Just want to say how pleasant it is to walk here. It's super nice. I think this is one of my highlights of Doha for sure. I didn't expect that the city will be so colorful. Super beautiful place. I love it.
Exactly. Everyone should come here.
Yeah.
So
Like if it's a must see when you're in Doha. We were actually thinking what to do today, and this place came up.
this place, I think it's nice to see in GCC region. I would say.
It's really hard not to stop at a beautiful cafe like this for some coffee and a sweet treat. Here in the cafe where they do halwa themselves. There is a black halwa and saffron halwa. So we ordered something which is a black halwa. They brought it, and yeah, it's still hot, so we are supposed to eat it with these spoons. And it's an interesting texture that I'm not.
I think we need to
it's
hold
still
it.
hot.
Still hot. I think we need to wait till it's settled, but we can't because we want to try it. How is it?
It doesn't seem like the halwa that we are used to. A bit like frozen syrup.
Oh,
Not
interesting.
syrup, like
Gelatino.
gelée.
Jelly kind of it. Okay.
Hey travelers, today we are wrapping up our Doha adventure at the place that is close to the heart of Qatari culture. Welcome to Katara Heritage Center, right in the middle of stunning Katara Culture Village. Here you will meet a perfect blend between tradition and art. This center is like a beautifully curated walk through Qatari history. Inside you will find everything from pearl diving gear to traditional clothing to centuries-old stores that help shape this nation. By the way, before the oil boom, Qatar was known for its pearls, similar to Bahrain actually. Divers would free dive with nothing but a nose clip, a basket and courage. It's such a peaceful, beautiful space, and even if you're not a history nerd, there is really something here for everyone. It feels like stepping into a living storybook. And then when you're ready to step out of history, you can have a tea in one of the local places here. There is even a beach here as well. We are having a traditional karak tea in Katara Heritage Culture Village. So it's a tea, black tea made with condensed milk and spices, and it's traditional for our Gulf region as well.
Thank you.
So yes, that's it from the beautiful Katara Heritage Center, and yes, this was our last stop because I wasn't feeling my best, but honestly it turned out to be the perfect place to end our journey. I wish things were different, but it is what it is. This is life, and it just gives me another chance to visit Qatar and explore some more. In general, Doha exceeded my expectations. I didn't expect that there would be so many things to do, that the city would be so colorful, modern and authentic at the same time. And you, have you been to Qatar before? What were your impressions? Drop in the comments below and like and subscribe for more.